Jimmy Kimmel had to fight back the tears.
For our allies in Ukraine, for NATO.
Imagine nearly crying over NATO. Oh no, not NATO.
And guess what? It was a bad night for everyone who voted for him too. You just don't realize it yet.
You're just stupid, you don't realise it yet. Says the same prat who still doesn't realise that very sneering, condescending, elitist attitude is why so many Americans voted for Trump.
You just don't realize it yet.
Oh, but women!
It was a terrible night last night. It was a terrible night for women.
More women voted for Trump as a share of the demographic than last time. Am I out of touch? No, it's the majority of the voting population who are wrong.
You just don't realize it yet. Donald Trump, he's like the Emperor from Star Wars. He's old, he's evil, and he keeps coming back with no reasonable explanation whatsoever.
75 million people just decided to randomly vote for Trump for no reasonable explanation. Just vibes, I guess.
No reasonable explanation.
Yeah, wild guess, Jimmy, but half of them being barely able to afford to put food on the table or fill up their car might have had something to do with it. Kimmel's fellow regime court jester, Stephen Colbert, was also on the verge of blubbering.
Hey there. How are you doing? If you watch the show regularly, I'm guessing you're not doing great. Yeah, me neither. You know, today...
I'm not surprised he's upset. The same clown who fronted this monstrosity. Is now coming to terms with Trump appointing RFK as his administration's health czar. There's a new trend on TikTok, and oh, you're going to enjoy this one, of women saying they're going to deny men sex as punishment for voting for Trump. And as you'll see, nothing of value is lost.
And I think all women should stop having sex for the next 4 years, in protest and protection of your bodies. As we know, if that little baby inside you gives you any trouble and you need an emergency healthcare, you're fucked and you're gonna die. I think that is sufficient enough reason to stop having sex. Don't you agree?
Yeah, because I'm sure the offers were flooding in.
I personally think that if all of these men are voting to take our rights away, they don't deserve to touch a woman for the next 4 years.
Oh, no. Anyway.
I have decided that my personal revenge for this 2024 election fiasco is to be a menace to men on dating apps. I'm going to re-download probably, just Tinder and Hinge, and match up every single man, say I'm down for hookups, give them a Google Voice number, talk with them, say, yeah, I'll come over. Yeah, I'm on my way. Yeah, I'm 5 minutes out. What do you mean? I'm here. Don't you see me? Guess what? I won't be there.
You're gonna refuse to have sex with men?
I won't be there.
Well, I can safely speak on behalf of 100% of men in saying your terms are acceptable. There's a variation on the trend where they're making themselves deliberately ugly to turn off men.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble.
I will not be giving my money to anyone that helps support misogyny and the patriarchy and keeping women down and making women think that we need to look a certain way or be a certain way, or fuck you. Fuck you. Women, fucking stop dating men. Stop having sex with men. Stop talking to men. Divorce your husbands. Leave your fucking boyfriends. Leave that.
One slight issue with that: to leave your boyfriend or divorce your husband, you have to have one in the first place. Strange how they're promoting abstinency while simultaneously stockpiling abortion pills. So I've had Scott Mannion on my podcast. I've been on his show, he's a mate, and he's done the hard yards with his YouTube channel. It's quality content, and its main focus is traditional restoration. He deciphers the essence of Anglo-Saxon and Anglo-American values and virtues using the myth, tradition, symbolism, and law that forged English civilization. Scott hosts talks with traditional new right thinkers, conservatives, subversives, dissidents, and analyzes English verse, ritual, and story to uncover what he calls lost psycho-technologies that can solve today's problems. So if that sounds like your kind of thing, we need to lift up talent on our side and get him to over 10,000 subs. So pause the video right now. Don't forget to come back to it though. Come on, it only takes a few seconds. Scroll down to the description and his pinned comment, click on his YouTube channel, and subscribe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! That's it, simple as. Now back to the video. And yes, I know it's become quite the cliche to milk the meltdowns for content, especially given that many of them are so obviously contrived for social media clout. But after careful consideration, I've decided, what the hell, it's still funny, I'm gonna do it anyway.
If you've lost faith in humanity, clap your hands. If you've lost faith in humanity, and this is your villain origin story, if you've lost faith in humanity, clap your hands.
All I can say is how fucking dare you.
Not the most attractive bunch, are they?
Harris did not win.
Who won?
Trump. So
Take a breath.
Yep. So today may look a little different at school. Okay, there are probably going to be friends who have questions.
She's talking to them like it's the day after 9/11. Any advice for what workplaces can do to help people who are devastated by the election? Thanks so much. Hire adults. Over on ABC's The View, the Cope and Seethe was radioactive.
All the fake news that's been going out there. In Finland, kids in nursery school are learning to discern between fake news and real news. Yeah. They should be teaching that in this country. Yeah. Teach children tolerance. Teach them to think critically.
Teach children to think critically by brainwashing infants with leftist dogma in nursery school.
Well, it would help if we could regulate social media, because one of the biggest offenders is DC and Congress have not been able to do one thing in regard to the rogue corporations of social media.
Teach them to think critically by censoring all the information we don't like.
Regulate social media.
I'm going back to my hotel in New York with a Muslim Pakistani American cab driver who voted for Donald Trump because the prices were too high under Biden. Oh no, a brown person didn't fall for my hysteria and based his voting preference on something that actually matters to ordinary Americans. The absolute horror! Meanwhile, some Kamala supporters are shocked and disappointed at her for not challenging the election results. 14 million fewer votes than Biden 4 years ago? Like, dude, what about the 20 million unaccounted votes? Not even asking about that, and using your rights to call for a recount is so ass. How can you say that when 18 million Democrats who voted in 2020 didn't vote in the election? Did they just fall off the face of the earth? They sure as heck didn't vote for Trump. The numbers don't add up. Something is wrong with this picture. Before accepting this, I'd like someone to explain where the 18 million votes went if we had record registration, record turnout. It's a fair question to ask. Yeah. Don't think you'd like the answer. No major riots so far, but thousands of courageous protesters showed up in a UK city to noisily broadcast their righteous anger.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Donald Trump's not welcome here. Yeah, that was neither loud or clear. Come on, guys, we need better content. If you value what I do and you want to help support me, please visit pauljosephwatson.locals.com and either pledge a one-time donation or subscribe to join my community, get early access videos, and message me directly. And exclusive live streams coming soon too. Promise. Check out the Locals link down in the description. And don't forget to take a look at the brand new website, modernity.news. That's where you'll find all my content, including exclusive articles. That's modernity.news.